Hi guys, happy Saturday, maybe, I think, I don't know. Happy Saturday. So, alright, what did we leave off on yesterday? Calling in the directions. So does it make more sense now opposed to like the traditional, not traditional Wicca, but the Wiccan 4 directions and all that stuff, how you can call in the virtues of each direction and use them within your rite instead of, it's just like something that you dismiss in Wicca, and compared to traditional craft, we do not ever dismiss anything like that because they're already here. So, and then, every place having a natural guardian, so it's pretty interesting. It's really, really interesting. So we're going to get into the content of the rite itself, of what you're going to do after you've hollowed your compass and you've called in the directions. And then we're going to go into the closing statement and thanks. And yes, I have a cold. Okay, so the content of what your rite is going to be in your circle. So what is performed within the compass, once hollowed, is an entirely personal thing. So you can do anything that you want inside there. So there will be many different rites performed within its sphere, as there are crafters hallowing one. So literally, right this second, there's probably like 1,000 other crafters hallowing a compass and getting ready to do some kind of work. Think about that. That's kind of crazy. So he says here, I have attempted to give some idea of the kind of work a traditional practitioner would use a compass for in the following chapters, so I shall not attempt to go into that aspect in depth here. Suffice it to say that once created, the compass is a world unto itself, hopefully in harmony with the crafter and the universe at large. So within whose space the simplest or the greatest of magics may be wrought. So yeah, it's got to be in accordance with, your will, what you want it to be, and then what it is. So it's got to coincide with everything that you do. Now it becomes, for the witch, their own unique macrocosm, inside of which they may create, travel, divine, heal, or just about anything else that can be apprehended. So yeah, it's perfect for doing anything you want. So it is outside of normal time and everyday rules, so its use as you see fit is to progress your work. So yeah, it's just completely outside of space and time. Once you create that, you're not here anymore. You are, but you're not. So a complete paradox right there. But it's so interesting. It's just really interesting, the actual construct of the compass and the sacred geometry that goes into it. Okay, so now we have closing statements and thanks. And this is a really, really important part because a lot of people actually dismiss energies that should not be dismissed ever. So, alright, so this dual purpose declaration is used on 2 levels. So the first level is the closing statement. And then the closing statement is the beginning of the shutting down process for both the powers in yourself. So by making a statement that the ritual is now ending, or about to end, it begins to diffuse any remaining energies that are left over, particularly if it has been a magical or as opposed to a mystical or celebratory rite. It should never be assumed that all the energy raised has been used in the ritual, as it will not have been. So usually there's a lot of leftover energy. There always is. So now any excess energy left unaccounted for can easily lead to imbalances in the individual or individuals. So this is where a lot of people get, you can go crazy. So taking part or in the atmosphere and ambiance of the ritual area. So at the least, this could lead to headaches or minor accidents, or at the most, it could result in personality disorders or poltergeist activity, depending on the amount of energy raised in the rite. If you raised a crazy amount of energy and you have not grounded that energy, you have not released it, you're going to have some problems. Really, look at all the people that have these different, disorders, which I like that. I like how they put disorders, and plus it's dis/orders. So it's pretty interesting. It's just don't mess with it. Traditional craft is very dark. It's primordial. So now on a human level, the clothing or the closing statement cues the individual that they are now coming down or back from the exalted levels they hopefully achieved during ritual. So yeah, it's, hopefully, we achieve different states of consciousness, altered states, higher states, all that. So it is not wise to suddenly switch from one state of consciousness to another, as the shock could prove injurious to the individual psyche, a bit like going from fourth to first gear in one go while it's driving a car. That will make your transmission fall out. It will. So if you want to just totally just plop, then don't close and thanks and all that. So the closing statement warns the mind of the individual of what is about to happen. For an example, back to normal awareness. So the giving of thanks at the end of the ritual is not just a matter of common politeness, although I'm sure that this is appropriate as well. You have to be polite with the energies. You have to be polite with the energies around you and what you're working with. So energy has been taken from those beings that give it freely, and a reciprocal gesture must be made. A genuine method of thanks or statement is outpouring of energy. That gives back some of the what was taken. So you may even like to give back or dedicate any remaining energy to the beings who have given it. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. You need to do this. This is very pivotal. It's very important with these energies and elementals and anything that you're working with within the craft. So never assume that energy is yours by right. Never assume energy is yours by right, because it's not. Nothing ever is. It must be earned. So a giving back is always required to maintain a harmonious relationship on all levels. So within traditional craft, there's always a reciprocal arrangement with the powers. So what is taken is also given back. What is received is expected to be paid for in some way. So there's always a price to pay. So it might not be karma, it might not be the universe, if you've, rightfully blasted somebody or cursed somebody, then yeah, if it's, justified by the universe and the powers, then boom, you might not get that back. But there will be a price to pay. What are the spirits going to demand? So this is in no way meant to suggest there is no bargaining between the crafter and his or her gods. If you do this, for me, I'll give you back this. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that at all. So it is simply a matter of the bond between the witch and the powers he or she works with. So it's that intimate relationship that you build. That's why we go out into the outside world, the fields, the forests, by the rivers, the creeks, whatever you want to call it, creek, and we become in tune with the Loki, genie Loki of the land, which is the land energy, the natural guardians and that kind of thing. So it is something, or if something is given, something must be given up in return, and this is a mark of that intense bond. So yeah, you got to. It's just, you got to. So it is at this point that some form of feast is often performed as a communion between yourself and the powers that be. If so, thanks and energy can be given in the form of a libation or part of the feast dedicated to those who have helped you. So it's really interesting. It really is. It really is. It's really nice. So those are the that's just the basic, outline of closing statements and, what to expect. And, energy is not always, it's not ours. We cannot claim energy for ourselves by right. And I like that. It has to be earned. So now we're going to honor the directions. So this is, in the closing down of the compass and the ritual and all of this. So although thanks may be given in the section above to all beings present who have aided in the ritual, the powers of the directions have previously been called specifically and should therefore be thanked or honored specifically. So the form of honoring will reflect the manner in which they were called, depending on the powers requested. So it is patently righteous or ridiculous to dismiss or an ancestor or a deity or an elemental king as they're always present. You would not, or you would be in trouble if they weren't. So yeah, you don't ever want to dismiss them at all, because that's very rude, and they won't work with you. Your magic won't work, and things will just go south. And could easily ignore you if they willed it anyway. So a simple statement or acknowledgement of their presence and help is sufficient, along with a parting, like a gesture or a salute, if felt needed by the individual. So the powers do not then depart to some different other realm, they're just ever present, but their force is withdrawn from your immediate perception and use. So it's a bit like deliberately drawing a veil or a curtain over a window to block off your view of the outside world for a while. The outside world is still there, it doesn't go away. So these energies that we work with, this can go right with the Ouija board, and I'm going to link it to my Ouija board video, how I use the board. So this is directly why people think that the board is evil and we conjure something, quote quote, through it. No, it's already here. It's just like what it just said, closing the door or the window from the outside world. So people that basically say, okay, well, I had a bad Ouija experience and I'm never going to use it again because it's pure evil. No, you're just covering your eyes. You're putting on shades. You're not really seeing the big picture of the board. So that's a really good example of how the board is not negative. It's not bad at all. So yeah, that's just basically honoring the directions. So now we have opening and dismissing the compass. So opening the compass is as significant as hollowing it to begin with, but obviously in reverse. So having hollowed your compass initially to separate you from the world of normal reality, and maybe to go, I don't even know what I wrote there, visiting other realms, is the first step to bringing, or to actually returning you to that hole which you left when you began your ritual. I write really tiny. So, opening the compass can be as simple as walking in the opposite direction to that in which you hallowed it. So in which case you would simply reabsorb the energy you expended in its creation, maybe by breathing in deeply and feeling the energies returning to you. But beware, they will be changed, as you yourself now are. So, if you hallowed the compass in a more ceremonial manner, then maybe you would reverse circumambulate. I love that word. There we go again. It's popping up. Circumambulate. Clearing away what you've created, or then ritually open it with staying knife or wand. Some crafters simply sweep it away with their compass with a broom and a few whispered words. That's pretty much what I would do. I do. So whatever method you use, they are all symbolic actions for a return to normal consciousness. So yes, you will now be subject to different energies than a few moments ago. But these are the energies of your everyday life, and you should by now have reattuned yourself to them. So, alright, we're going to go on tomorrow with places of workings, and that will describe in depth more about the places and having natural guardians and just different stuff like that, and it's really, really cool. So yeah, what do you guys do? Do you guys dismiss elementals ever? Have you ever done that? I have never done that. I've never dismissed an elemental. I've never dismissed a deity. I've never dismissed an ancestor. It's like, why? Why would you do that? That's like, okay, the sun, I'm done with you now. I've laid out in the sun, and now you can go, and you can go away. It can be nighttime. Doesn't work like that. At all. Alright, let's do some coffee talk and see what's going on. I love that the comments are coming back from like 5 months ago now, compared to like 2 to 3 months. It's going back 4 to 5 months. So I'm getting all these amazing comments that you guys have left me. I knew it would eventually all start to, come up. It's just crazy. I love it. And a big happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there for tomorrow. All the moms and the dads to play the role of the mom, and the single parents. You guys are incredible. All of you. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have like perfect posture by probably Monday. Probably by Monday. What do you guys think of Pink's new video? All I Know So Far official video. The saddest thing, I cried. I seriously did cry at the end when her and Willow are right there. I'll be with you until the world burns or blows up, and she has Willow right there with her, and they both start to burn up, and they both turn to bone, and they both blow away. Powerful. Powerful. I was like, whoa. That's an intense song and a beautiful, beautiful video. So, Pink, you're incredible again. I mean, you always are, but wow. I can't believe that. So, it just showed, and then at the big, kind of toward the end, it was, Mother Maiden and Crone, so it did have that triple goddess aspect to it, so it's actually really, really interesting. It is really interesting to see that. I'll link both videos for you guys. It's incredible. It really is incredible. That's a powerful, I mean, wow. Gustavo, hi brother. 5 months ago. Wow, I'm getting all your guys' stuff right now. Alright, it's still loading. Oh, old man George Pickingill. He's a character, isn't he? Hi, brother. Hi, Tina J. Cool video, and yeah, you have good hair, lol. Thank you. I love you. I try. I try. Gustavo, hi, my brother. Hi. So yeah, we're going, wow, okay. Tina J. Oh my god, yeah, I gotta shout out first of all, whatever you think of is great. Candle magic and anything witchy is awesome, but really just whatever you choose to share is cool. Congrats to being COVID free. Yay. Funny, I feel kind of a connection with the Ouija board and your life experience regarding the loss of your grandmother, and the connection is similar to how I connect with my brother. I remember getting our family Ouija board from my grandmother. The last time I used it was 12 years ago. 12 years old. Oh wow. And it told me my firstborn's name and the age I would be when I die. It's just extremely accurate. Oh wow. I love it. Anyway, my brother kept it until he died. His partner kept all his stuff, which was rightfully his, I guess. Yeah. Just cool to see your videos. Very relatable. Aww. I love it. I love that. Yeah, it's a very weird connection. So did you guys have a conversation before he passed? Like, what do I, how are we going to communicate? What are we going to do? That was me and my grandma, my Ganny. She would hate me to call her grandma. That was our conversation. What do you want when you're gone? Do you want coffee? Yeah, coffee and cigarettes. So yes, that's what she gets. And then jokingly, how do we communicate? And she jokingly said, just get a Ouija board. And I wasn't really using it at the time. I had taken a break, and then boom. I was like, oh, it works. I was like, holy crap. Soul of Thorns, hi. Yay, sunbathing, he's definitely looking happy. Oh, my Chico, yeah, he's a good boy. Thank you. Soul of Thorns, oh, Chico, you look pretty healthy today. He's a good boy. He is such a good boy. Miss Felicia, hi. Heart back. Love you. Robert O'Donnell, dog with bat wings. Yes, that is, basically a dog with bat wings. Is what Valak rides on. Michelle Horn, hello. How can you get in touch with me? My email is ryanjespich@gmail.com. Thank you. Alright. Ooh, Victoria Hades, hi. Okay, I went to a Kroger and I found a Halloween skeleton decoration. I paid $20, but I'm going after Halloween's over. Ooh, that's when all the good stuff, the good deals. I'm going to rip the head off, and I have a crystal ball that I connect with my father, Hades, and the underworld, and I'm going to have his blessing for I can only half of the spirits of the dead of his kingdom, and I am going to have triple goddess Hecate, of her blessing, of her magic of necromancy, mixed with my necromancy, put in the greens. That way I'm going to make mine. I'm going to have a graveyard dirt, and I have a spirit stone. I love that. It's a really cool spirit stone to put in the head, and I'm going to put some grave dirt inside of the head, and I'll go find some bones to put in it, and I'll glue my crystal ball when I challenge and connect with the underworld, and I'm going to have this. And I have the river of Dad from the underworld. I'm going to sprinkle in that to have Father Hades and the triple goddess Hecate, both of the blessings in my necromancy wand. I love it. That is amazing. That is amazing. Loving it. That's some pretty good stuff right there. Victoria Hades, and the crystal ball on the glue inside of the skeleton mouth is the same one that I contact with Hades and see what everything is going on in the other world, and it connects to the gates of the underworld. I love that. I love that. That's amazing. You're very crafty. I love it. Cindy Miller. Hi, how are you? Lisa Oaks. Hello, my love. How are you? I love listening to your voice. Thank you. Hello from India. Hello. Hi. How are you guys? Skyly Sullivan. Hello, my love. Hi, you, Lisa Oaks. Shara Harris. Hi, my love. Oh my god, the hamburger and the banana. That just brought me back. Cindy Miller. Hey, Ryan. How are you? I am good. Very good. You guys have amazing comments. Seriously. I love your guys' comments. They rock. So. But alright, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you guys I hope you guys enjoy. So, but yeah, I'm going to link the Ouija board video to this video so you guys can kind of go back and see how I use the board. And, we're not contacting anything that's not already here with the board. And that was really evident in calling the directions, or, you never dismiss them, so not dismissing them, but thanking them. So, but, okay guys, I love you all very much with all my heart, and thank you guys for your amazing comments. I'm finally getting to see them, all of them. So, all my love. Gustavo, candles are going. So, all my love all the way from Venus. Always. All the way back down. There we go. And I think maybe, Gustavo, you can see it. Let me tilt the camera. There's your candle. It's a nice one. It's a really, really nice one. They keep going up and I'm like, oh my god. But anyways, I love you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. So please be safe and stay healthy and all that good stuff. And I hope you guys enjoy. And I love you guys.